Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know a single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, oh, nah, nah. I don't know what I could say to convince you to hang around when you don't have to. There's so much that I'm still keeping to myself, 'cause you don't listen, babe. But still you got me missing you. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, oh, nah, nah. God, I'm sick of this waiting. You got me going crazy tonight. So why don't you come on over and be my somebody to love? Somebody to love, somebody to love, somebody. I need somebody to love. I need somebody. I need somebody. Give me somebody, somebody to love.
Ho, ho, ho.
Well, hello everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? Good Tuesday night. Merry Christmas.
Riley, where's your Christmas thing?
Riley doesn't have anything Christmassy on.
I have red
Riley just walked in the door behind us. She's got a red Columbia jacket sweater thing on. Let us know in the chat if you can hear us, because we're always subject to have some technical difficulties.
Always.
Hopefully you can hear us. Hopefully we're loud and clear. If not, we're going to do sign language.
I used to know sign language, or at least the alphabet.
You can do the alphabet like A,
Yeah.
B, C, D.
They
It
seem
was
like they do
A,
it before I
B,
ate at
C,
school.
D,
Before you
E, F, something like that. It was. We knew it. So
Ruby Londo.
So video and audio good, and y'all can hear. Thank you, Cheryl. All right, so guys, we just got back off a cruise. We do have a couple of guests. We have Riley here. We have Felicia over here. We have Kara right here. We have a couple of special guests we're going to bring in tonight. We have one, Mr. Santa. We have an angry elf over here. I'm not sure why the elf looks so angry, but
He's having to dance, I reckon.
I guess so. But they're going to hang out with us for the remainder of the night. And so we are so happy to have y'all with us.
Santa's got his butt in my face.
Well, you need to move in closer and get out of Santa's booty.
You're
You're
going
going the
further
wrong
away.
You're putting your face in Santa's booty. She doesn't know her left from the right. Or maybe she's got a thing for Santa. I don't know. But hey guys, we are so happy to have y'all along with us tonight. Got my new Buc-ee's cup here with me. We're sipping a little juice out of it tonight.
Sweet. Unsweet tea.
Something like that. We got a little snow going on because it is chilly here. I'm sure it's chilly where y'all are.
One day of the year.
It's chilly here, and I don't know why my nose starts itching once we start this live stream. So we're going to tell you all about our recent cruise we went on. We want to hear all about what's going on with you guys. So please throw that in the chat. We're going to say hello to everyone. If you're a Facebook viewer tonight, please say who you are when you say hello, because as always, Restream does not tell us who the Facebook viewers are. It just says Facebook user. So anyway, let's say hello, JNS Adventure. We'll right off the bat, Antoinette, you were in the house first. Bestie is here. Kara's got a lot to tell you, Antoinette, about her trip. So we'll get to that. JNS Adventures, you guys, thank you so much for the cake that was in our stateroom on this past cruise. We were so very appreciative of that. Arc Adventures, hey guys, glad to have y'all in the house tonight too as well. So we are
Over on Facebook, we have Robin Duncan watching. We got Bet True
hey Robin and Bet. Robin, we took good care of your boy.
and James Heslin.
And James, hello James. Hey Bet,
Welcome.
you said Bet was what? Hey Bet, tell Brian I said hello. We mentioned Brian. Bet, I don't know if you watched the Valor vlogs, but
I sent her a text and told Bet to watch. Brian to watch that. We gave him a shout out.
we gave Brian a shout out in the old Valor vlogs. If you haven't watched them, go back and watch that. So we just got off a cruise this past Saturday. Kara cannot wait to tell you all about it. Just to show you guys, all of y'all that are cruisers, that are seasoned, veteran, experienced vloggers, cruisers. Also, while you're here, while I'm thinking about it, don't forget to put creator. Hey, my creator's covered up by Merry Christmas. Well, I can take this down for just a second. Don't forget to put creator in the comment section that you are a creator, so that anybody that is here watching or watching it on the replay can go check out your channel, because all these people in the chat, a lot of them you see are creators in their own right. They produce vlogs, and all of them are absolutely fantastic. Go subscribe to their channel. So with that being said, but anyway, I lost my train of thought. But Kara's going to tell you all about. Oh, what I was going to say was, in true fashion, all you seasoned cruisers, we just got off Saturday, and one Miss Kara, who was hidden behind the angry
elf.
The angry elf.
He's like walking off the screen.
Yeah, he'll come back. The angry elf. He's back, told you. So she is already booking a cruise, potentially booking a new cruise. So I told her it would happen. See, what you guys have to understand is, all these years that we've been cruising, and we talk about cruising incessantly, nonstop. We do vlogs, we do live streams. We tell everywhere we go, we talk about cruising. Somebody come up and say, hey, do you know what time it is? We go, it's time to cruise. That's what time it is. That's how I'm sure y'all are the same way. People get tired of us. We've lost friends because of it. Family members avoid us. I mean, they'll turn down a side street just to get away from us. We talk about cruising. And so Kara did not understand it until
She was faking it.
this past week. And now, when Miss Kara here is wanting to book a cruise for her honeymoon, which is coming up in about 6 months.
What her and her fiance.
I don't know that she's going to take him on the honeymoon, but
He thought
He did like
he did. Both of them had a blast.
I
And
think he's wanting some more frogs.
oh god.
yeah, Jeremy and Cheryl.
I appreciate that heads up.
It just happened to be. So she's addicted. I'm glad. Welcome to my world. I book all the time, even in my sleep. That is so very true. So very true. So very true. They are addicting. Our first cruise was in 2016. We booked 6 months later for another. Absolutely, that's the way. Once you start booking them, people don't understand. And here's the thing: this one was a rocky cruise. Even she said it's awful.
It was
She
not
still wanted to
it was
book
not awful. But
Somebody posted a video from the swimming pool.
yes, did you
Yeah.
and it was Wednesday night the night I
Uh-huh.
got sick. Giuseppe said we putting this boat in gear.
Just saying. I don't-
If you watch the vlogs, you will understand all the behind the scenes lingo.
Let me know if our Christmas music's too loud. I can turn that down. We can't really tell.
The elf's getting on my nerves.
Yes.
I mean, I'm dealing with Santa here.
Well, here, we'll move him off the screen just a little bit to get him out of the way. So, I was trying to be festive, y'all. It's the week of Christmas. It's, just trying to liven the place up a little bit here. While we're at it, in the tree behind us here, guys, I want to apologize in advance. I haven't been home. It doesn't feel like a week since the 1st of November, and we're so far behind. We didn't get a chance to send out any Christmas cards this year, but we have 2 Christmas cards in our tree. Okay, hold on. It's hard to do this. One right here.
And you get on the microphone on that.
We have one card right here. I can't tell which one this one is. I'm pointing right here. That's Arc Adventures. This one right here.
Yes. And Luke.
We have this Christmas card with Arc Adventures Luke. Good old
and
Luke.
Andrea and Luke. And then up there we have,
We have one up
with
here.
Gingers.
Up here for Journey with the Gingers. So we were so very excited to get those. Thank y'all so very much. Yes, we were very excited to get those. Can't tell you, we were giddy. The word was giddy. But anyway, back to the cruising thing. So it was a little rough.
A little. That was the worst we've had.
So yeah, out of all the cruises we've been on, it was the worst we've had. But I still didn't.
It wasn't bad.
Nothing like walking down the hall and you feel like you got to wait, and then feel like you're got to jump.
Well, we were sitting in the Red Rock Pub, and the chair in front of us was like messed up on one of the legs, and you could watch the seat go forward and backwards. Brian's like, I think that chair's moving. And he's here with us. We're like, no. Sure enough, that chair was moving.
Kara and CJ and Brian fell in love with the band in the Red Frog Pub, and the band was so very kind to take up a lot of time with them. I mean, really sat down and spent some time hanging out with them, and that was cool. And I tried to tell them, as y'all can experience, and Arc Adventures, Andrea, Andy, y'all told us to go see Darren Scott, and which we did, which I didn't get a chance to really talk to him because of all this COVID stuff.
They were very close.
It's hard to get close to him and talk to him. But we caught Darren. He was phenomenal. Loved Darren Scott. He did a rendition of Hotel California one night, and I was just blown away by it. But I tried to tell him that every cruise you go on, it's not to say everyone, but a lot of them, they're that way. You can really get to know some of these people and really follow them from cruise ship to cruise ship, and really become fans of those guys too, especially whenever they are on different ships, and find out where they are and follow them on their social media and what have you.
Which I did. And they followed
She
that.
stalked them all the way back from
I
there.
did not
They wanna
stalk, because if they happen to come across this video, I did not stalk their page.
Stalking.
I was trying to find them to follow because I was interested in keeping up with them.
He talked banjos with you. I can believe it. I was impressed. One thing I really liked about Darren was he used the loop. I'm a fan of these guys that use these loop pedals and do the percussion on the guitar and play along with it. Oh, he was really good. I was a fan. Cool. On your group page.
I think we lost Riley.
Riley is gone, but Riley had a fantastic time too.
She reminds us of the cruise.
She met some friends in in Camp Ocean. Club OT. Can't ever remember which one it is, but she met some. May or may not be the reason we're going back on the Sunrise. Speaking of the Sunrise, I can't wait to sit down and do what we liked and disliked about the Sunrise, because I'm torn on the Sunrise because it was really nice, but get out of here, Elf. But on the flip side of it, it was a little bit smaller ship than the ones we've been on in the past, and navigating it was a little bit different. You know, we're so used to being able on the Magic, the Valor, those type ships, you know, going from midship elevators coming up and being able to choose which path you want to go out to Lido or turn and go out go into the buffet area and that sort of thing. And the Sunrise didn't really have that, and it was just a little bit different navigating the ship. So just getting from point A to point B was a little bit different. So that was one of the things I didn't like as much about it. The decor on it was super nice. I mean, you could tell.
You can tell it had been.
After as the guys kept reminding us, because they did their research beforehand about the Putin cruise, that they had really done their job in refurbishing it. So, and then guys, I got to tell you this. Starting on the vlogs for this series, I came back the other day, and in my haste to start the vlogs, I wound up deleting all of my media and everything for the Valor series. Fortunately, all that's been uploaded to YouTube, but somehow or another, I lost everything from the Valor. So if I'm going to capture it, I've got to download it from YouTube. But all the raw footage and everything is gone. It's gone. It is gone. Took us until the last day to find our way around, but honestly, that may be anywhere from me.
I'm with you, Andrew.
Talking about that, I started making a game towards the end of it of watching Felicia get off the elevator and I would stand there and see which way she was going to go.
Well, one time he sent me back to the cabin to get something.
Okay, so
I didn't have that big of an issue finding my way around.
I did.
But then I really only went to one place and came back.
So those of you that are cruisers regularly that are in here will find this amusing. We were on deck 6. We did an interior room this time, literally just to see. We booked an interior just to see what an interior was like because we'd never been in an interior before. And so since it was us and Karen Riley, we booked an interior close together and we thought, let's try it. By the way, side note, we loved it. I love the interior. I'm not sure that we'll ever book anything but an interior again. Love the interior. With the room getting dark, and I mean, it was just, I don't know.
Which our room was bigger than the guys.
Yeah, the interior was big.
Yeah, it was a big square room. You can see on our on the vlog I released yesterday. I did kind of a room tour. It was really spacious. Loved it. Maybe we're just weird. I don't know. It's not a cost thing. It was nice. But anyway, I digress. So here's the funny thing. Y'all will get this. So we were interior, deck 6, right off the midship elevators. So on this ship, so the midship elevators right there with the glass elevator. We were right behind the glass elevators, and the theater, the liquid lounge, is right on the other side of this bank of 6 elevators, right? So we go to a show, and I only had the Canon M50 camera. And so I thought, when I got in there, I thought, you know what? We're sitting by this rail. I've got the Joby GorillaPod back in the cabin. I said, we're going to record this. It was the holiday show. Now, this one I think was the holiday show.
No, it was a Love and Marriage show. That was not.
I think it was the holiday
No,
show.
it wasn't. I swear.
Not when I sent your mom back.
They were sitting in front of us.
Not when I sent you back. We're going to argue about this till the cows come out. But we were sitting out front. But anyway, I sent her back and I said, no, they're right. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It was.
Wait a minute. Let me write that
She's
down.
going right now. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Merry Christmas, me.
So anyway, I sent her back to the cabin. I said, will you run back? Because she was close to there. I said, what are you doing? So I sent her back to get the GorillaPod. And so it's not, we're sitting on deck 5 in the theater. Our room's on deck 6, literally
You just had to go up a flight of steps.
one flight of stairs and a few steps. And I'm sitting there and she's gone. And she's gone. And she's gone. Hey, Journey with the Gingers. Y'all get, hold on. We haven't done this in a while.
Hello. Welcome.
I get the Baby Yoda. So, she's gone. She's gone. She's gone. Finally, she returned to the gorilla, and I said, "Why do you keep dropping stuff?" And so I said, "Where you been?" And she's like, "I don't know that I'm ever gonna figure my way around this ship." And I'm like, "You go out the back of the theater, up one flight of stairs,
In a turn, and you're there.
and you're at I don't know. She may have wound up back at the aft pool for all I know.
But the day two, when we had to go back to the room to get Riley something because she wasn't feeling too well, Riley even got lost.
I had it figured out by day 2.
I finally figured out to go up the Lido.
No, I figured out you go up that flight of stairs, you look for the Cheers to 25 sign, and you
Yes,
make a
thank goodness for
turn.
people with stuff on their doors.
We put signs on the doors, and I didn't realize how beneficial those signs were on the door until the last night when we packed up, put the signs away, and we went somewhere and come back, and I was like,
The guys had no idea what their room number was. I don't think the entire cruise they had any idea. So they had to take a picture of their door. So that way when it was time to go to the room at night, they could find their way back to their room.
I really want to tell y'all the story about Brian and
You
CJ. I'd have to phrase this in a way that would be acceptable, but no, I can't. I can't do that. Let's just say the guys really embarrassed themselves
With Noli, their room
with their room steward. They thought Riley was coming to the door.
It was not Riley.
No.
I will tell you this in a, I really want to. I don't need to. Okay.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I'll say it this way. I don't know how to phrase it. So Brian and CJ are in a room together. All right. So they get to their room and their beds are pushed together.
Even though I put separate.
even though the TA, our super travel agent, had their room set for separate beds. They got there and their rooms were together. Their beds were together.
And you've got to understand who Brian and CJ are as people.
So supposedly they knew that Riley was coming to the room for
Because
something.
I needed my swimsuit.
Okay,
And
so for some reason they had Kara swimsuits. So this is the day we got there. Everybody's unpacking,
in the room stewards are walking around introducing themselves.
and you know how the room stewards come to your room right after you get into your room, and they're introducing themselves and asking you what time you want your room service and all that. So they're expecting Riley to knock on their door. So they get a knock at their door, and they think,
It's Riley. No, Billy, there's nobody at the door, sweetheart.
"Hello, Shane Nordman. Glad to have you in the house today. You get a
Hello. Welcome.
welcome, Baby Yoda. I can't help it, Baby Yoda. Yeah, I can. Hold on. I'm going to fix Baby Yoda, and then I'm going to tell you the rest of my story. So, from now on, Baby Yoda will be on top. All right, so they get a knock at the door. Knock, 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 knock. And they think it's Riley, and they're just going to play a trick. So was it Brian or CJ? CJ opens the door and he yells. And I'm going to just change the wording a little bit, but CJ yells, "Can't two grown men who are really in love get some peace around here?" And it was the room steward
And
standing
this
there.
is how the room steward opened the door. He goes, "Hi, I'm Noli."
And it was not Riley.
It was not Riley, it was Noli. He was the sweetest room steward.
So it was very embarrassing for them too. It was very embarrassing.
It was hilarious. Poor Noli.
And that was just the beginning of the shenanigans.
There should be a
all the
whole.
laughing faces is from Brian.
That was from Brian. Brian, you got to get on a cruise with us.
There should be a whole reel of just bloopers.
It was funny. It was funny. So they didn't stop the whole time. It was. Why are you? So let's start from the get go, and I will let Kara tell you. Starting from our trip down, we left on Sunday going down, and we stopped at Buc-ee's. And this is where, if you go back to our day one vlog, you will see I made mention in our day one vlog that someone was not happy about her trip into Buc-ee's, and she was going to tell Bestie about it.
Bestie hadn't been there, right?
Just finished your Valor series. Loved it. Selling her in February. Thanks for the preview.
Now, Shane, when you go on the Valor in February, please go to Red Frog Pub and see Nigella.
Tell Nigella in the Red Frog Pub that Greg and Felicia from SCT Adventures said hello. Make sure you go on Embarkation Day between 11 and 2 and get you some pictures. Not pictures. Well, you can say pictures too.
But the three bartenders will take good care of you.
They were by far. I love them better than here this past cruise this past week on the Sunrise. Just
Which on the Sunrise, Jarvis was great. And Wayne.
Nigella, we got picture. I don't know where the pictures are. Do we even include that in the series? Have you got it on your phone?
From Nigella?
Nigella was awesome. We loved it. And the other thing that we love too, I'll tell you some things about the Valor that we didn't quite include all of. Yes, here. Let me show you this. Here is Nigella. She even
From
took
St. Lucia.
her mask down for us. Yes, go in there and she's amazing.
They are the sweetest things.
Some of our favorite spots were make sure after sail away or sometime along in there, find your way down to deck 3 and just get out on one of those not lounge chairs, kind of like little couches, and just enjoy cruising down the Mississippi before it gets dark, and just watch the bank going by. The breeze, cool breeze, and just watching the bank. That's relaxing. When we sailed, there was, even though the ship was packed and it was almost at capacity, there was hardly anybody on deck 3 after sail away, outside of the lobby in that area. And great place to hang out, just to get away a little bit of quiet. Yep, Journey with the Gingers. They sailed on her. I think probably most everybody in here at some point or another has been on the Valor. They gave us great advice before we went on it. I think you will absolutely love it.
We digress. So what was wrong with your Bucky's experience?
Okay, so back to what she was going to tell Bestie about the Buc-ee's experience.
There was nothing wrong with with Buc-ee's except the amount of people.
Yeah, Kara doesn't do well with crowds.
Like, I panic. I panic real bad. And literally, you could not turn in there for the amount of people.
Mm-hmm. It's
So-
always like that. Always.
Which the one at Daytona was not as bad, but I think I knew what I was in there for and went out.
Y'all, I about lost my cool at the Buc-ee's in St. Augustine because there's some video footage I've got of I'm filming the beef jerky rack. And if you look real careful, if you go watch day 1, you'll see when I'm filming the beef jerky rack. I caught just a glimpse of the guy, but a guy standing there. And as I'm filming going up and down, I smiled at him, told him going by, because as you all know, we're vloggers. We film. We don't really worry about people getting in our shots too much. That's just part of it. But as I'm filming, I smiled at him, told him not to worry about it going by. He stopped and looked at me and he goes, "What? You've never seen a convenience store before?" And it caught me off guard. And as I walked away, I thought to myself, if I'd have been quick on my feet, I should have turned around and said, I have, but the hundreds of subscribers to our channel and the potentially thousands of people that view these videos may not have. You jerk. Now listen, I have a cherub-like demeanor 99% of the time and a body to match. But there's just no call for that. I mean, people are in there. Why would you even say something like that to somebody with a camera? I wasn't inconvenienced. It caught me off guard. That was ridiculous. Journey with Lori. I saw where Brunswick was getting one too.
Yeah, CJ was happy about that.
They are popping these things up everywhere, and I understand why. I mean, you go in the ones, and there's one. We've got one over here. I say over here. I mean, it's north of Perry, over in Warner Robins, and the one out here in close to Mobile. Everywhere you go, these things are packed. No matter what day or what time of day you go in. So they are making some kind of money on it. And of course, we spent.
Too much money.
It seems-
each time.
It seems like they're reasonable until you get to the checkout. I mean, this cup, this tumbler, which you go buy a Yeti cup, you spend $30 or $40 for a Yeti cup. This tumbler was what,
15.
12, 14 bucks? And this is as nice a tumbler as a Yeti cup. The food is outstanding. The pork sandwiches and all that. It's just ridiculously good. I love everything about it. Love it, love it, love it.
Used to be a question. Probably is. But it's Journey with the Gingers from
Journey with the Gingers, they are from, you guys are from Augusta, right?
That's what I thought, but when they said it, you said
Shane, we're not at the point of I appreciate it. We don't have enough subscribers for Super Chat, so I appreciate the offer yet. Just pray for us. How about that? Maybe we'll get there. Pray for us that one day we'll get to 1,000 subscribers, and then we can do it. So that offer, we appreciate the kind gesture. That is an amazing offer, and we sure do appreciate it. When we get to 1,000 subscribers, come back, and then we can do it. I think that's what it is. We've got some that are in here that are at 1,000 subscribers, and they can chime in. I think that's where you have to be before that feature gets unlocked in YouTube. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. Since you can't do it, you should have went ahead and said it was like 1,000. That's funny. We appreciate it though. We just appreciate you being here. Honestly, just if anything, tell your friends about the channel. We're a new channel. We've got some great friends in here. Subscribe to everybody that you see in the chat. Journey with the Gingers, Antoinette at Fun, JNS Adventures, Ark Adventures, all these guys. We wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for these guys. And we're just one big family, cruising community. And we appreciate all of them. So just support their channels too. That's all we ask. So we appreciate it. Nana is watching. Hey, Nana. That's my mother, y'all. Say hello to my mother. We appreciate her too. Hi, Nana. So that was day one, and then we left Buc-ee's and we took CJ by to be the biggest NASCAR fan. There's one of the biggest NASCAR fans.
He even does the virtual races.
Yeah, he's got his own little virtual racing setup deal, and then we took him by Daytona International Speedway. He had not seen that, and so we took him by there. We've been to quite a few races, and we let him see the Dale Earnhardt Senior statue and see the track. And they were doing some racing, so we circled the track and got to see some cars, going around the bank, and that was really cool.
He was a kid at Christmas.
Yeah, it was like a
I
kid.
think he was more a kid at Christmas at Buc-ee's, but
Yeah. And then the coup de grace for Sunday going down was, I was excited about this. We went to Port Canaveral, and because I knew I'd already looked up the port schedules and saw what ships were in port, and there was some big ones in port, which I don't guess the size of the ships should really matter, but anyway, we wanted to see the ships, and so we went there and we went to Grills, and we sat down. We were already full from Buc-ee's, but we sat down and had just a little appetizer, and they had some drinks and stuff. And it was after church on Sunday.
We had a live band going.
But we got to see, this was cool for us, and Ark Adventures, you guys can relate to this because I've seen y'all been by there a few times. But we got to see the Magic leave. And then I got thinking, why aren't we on the Magic? Why are we driving all the way to Miami to get on the Sunrise when the Magic is leaving today? We could have probably just done that cruise. But
I don't know about y'all, but Ark Adventures and Antoinette, I think we need to reboot the Magic coming up.
or y'all just all come on the one in May.
I want to go on your honeymoon cruise.
yeah, Kara's thinking about taking the Sunshine out of Charleston. Because, guys, really, from where we are right now, Charleston is only 6 hours. New Orleans is only 6 hours. Jacksonville is 3 hours. Mobile's 3 hours. Port Canaveral is right at 4.5 hours. Miami's the big one. It's 8 hours for us to Miami. So that's like the one we're like, oh my gosh, why are we going all the way to Miami? Not to mention, those of you that have cruised out of Miami, the traffic, depending on what day, yes, Daytona looked awesome, guys. It was cool. It's a cool track to see.
It's huge.
I agree. We want to get on the horizon too, guys. Yes, the Magic. I want to get back to the Magic. I want to recreate the Magic. But yeah, it's when we go down there, it's just like the traffic. We were literally 37 miles from the port Monday morning. Last Monday morning. Monday was a week ago. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't complain. When I see y'all driving from St. Louis all the way down to Central Florida, what am I talking about?
And hopping on the plane.
Speaking of that, the next time that you got, I told Felicia this the last time y'all were coming through, and I saw y'all were driving right down I-10 through Tallahassee. Tallahassee is literally about 25 minutes south of us. I drive down there all the time for work. I mean, because of my line of business that I'm in. When y'all were coming through that night, I said, if I knew y'all weren't so exhausted driving through, I would suggest meeting up and seeing you guys for dinner or something like that. But I knew you guys were going to be so tired.
Shane, yeah.
Shane, it is. And I tell you, there's a benefit and the drawback to cruising out of New Orleans. The benefit is you have cell service for days leaving out of there. I mean, you got 8 hours to the mouth of the Mississippi, the mouth of the Gulf, leaving the Mississippi. So you got cell service when you leave, and you got cell service when you come back. But the other thing is, it just takes so long to get to the Gulf. So it seems like you almost lose part of your cruise. It's like they modify the itineraries based on how long it's taken to get to the Gulf and get out in there. So sometimes I wonder if you don't lose part of what could be some stops based on how long it takes.
I just need
You get out.
Giuseppe to drive the boat.
She thinks Giuseppe
Giuseppe.
had the boat going about 60 miles an hour going across there because it was so rough.
18 knots.
Galveston is closer. JNS, we've talked about Galveston, and I know for us it's about between 12 and 13 hours, and we've talked about driving and making a stop, spending the night, and driving the rest of the way. We would love to cruise out of Galveston. We absolutely would love to cruise out of Galveston. Oh, I'm sure it was worth it. What was it? Was it 14 or 17 hours for you guys? It was a long drive, and I know y'all were coming through. About the time y'all were coming through that night, I remember it was like 9 or 10 o'clock that night, and I told her, I said, we should drive down there, just if nothing else, get them to stop right there in Tallahassee and just say, hey, hi. But I know y'all be tired. It was. I agree with you. It was neat.
Because you don't. Yeah, it's different than on the old port.
I didn't film much of it, but we had a really cool conversation. I didn't put this in the vlog, but Felicia and I did film. If you go back and look at the vlog from the day we left, I showed a bit of us sitting out there. As we were sitting there, this was really cool. We were sitting there that day, and out came, what was his name? Do you remember? I'm
Al.
terrible with names. Al was the old man's name. What was his son's name? Al and Daryl came out. They were both orthopedic doctors, maybe? Were they doctors
They
or
weren't
just
doctors. They were military.
They were former military. They were trained in the military in orthopedic.
The older man pioneered orthopedic surgery. He was in his early 80s.
The story they were telling us was that the old man, he was in his 80s. He had some obvious issues with dementia or something like that, but he wasn't far gone. I mean, he still had his yeah, he was great. He was telling us stories, but he had received the Purple Heart, and it had been given to him personally by Nixon at the White House. Yeah, and and he was telling this story over and over, and that he had pioneered orthopedic surgery in the field, and he had come back and practiced it in wherever they were from, and they were from North Louisiana, and they were from wherever Duck Dynasty's from,
Monroe?
West Monroe or something like that, yeah. And then his son Daryl, who was with him, who was kind of wheeling him around in a wheelchair, he had actually been injured in the military, and that's why he was in a wheelchair. His son Daryl had followed in his footsteps and was in the military, and had
He's been
retired.
doing multiple branches.
And he had done orthopedic too. And we just had this delightful conversation sitting there on those couches outside deck 3 underneath the lifeboats watching the Mississippi River go by. It was probably one of my favorite memories in the whole Valor cruise, and that happened on day 1. It was really cool.
And we did not mind at all hearing the same story
No.
over and over. It was
Al,
very.
Al would tell the same story over and over, and Daryl would laugh at him. It was almost charming the way Daryl was taking care of his dad. It was really good. Did we see any pier runners?
Well,
Daryl was disappointed she didn't see any pier runners.
Actually, the guys were more disappointed because that was around my nap time. So
no, they didn't. The person didn't run.
We didn't see any pier runners, but in Nassau, there was one person or two people, a couple people that were like 20 or 30 minutes late getting back to the ship, and we stood out on Lido and actually watched the crew members go out to the street and wait on them. And
And one of them had a vanilla envelope, and you could tell it had documents in it.
they were ready to leave them, and we could tell. We watched them whenever they finally saw them. They ran across the street to them and kind of grabbed them and said, you could kind of tell they said, "Let's go," and they walked them back to the ship. So that was the only time there was anything kind of like maybe they were getting ready to leave somebody. But that was the closest we came. The National Peanut Festival traffic. Yeah, these rural festivals. What can you do with it? Yeah, you probably get more subscribers off of that. I mean, you can get a viral video from one. You could have the best content in the world and then post one video of pier runners and get 50 subscribers. That whole subscriber thing, I can't figure it out. Here's the funny thing. I uploaded our day 1 video, first vlog, which had very little content, and I was getting subscribers like 1 every hour, 2 hours. And then I uploaded part 2, which was actually the embarkation day. I don't think I got any subscribers all day long. I was like, what in the world? We're still excited that we're still getting subscribers. Nobody's unsubscribing, but we're still climbing slowly. It's the grind. We're keeping at it. And I'm trying to crank these things out. I was in the middle of pumping out part 3 today when I got a call and it's Christmas time. Had to go do some Christmas shopping. I'm sailing the Carnival Freedom this July to Alaska. Well, now we're all jealous there, Mr. Shane. That sounds awesome. I would. That's on our bucket list, really, to go to.
Ooh.
Go to Alaska. We haven't been. Yes, we should all form a support group, but none of us want to get healed from our addiction to cruising. We love it too much. None of us want to admit we have a problem. So we watched if you're talking about the one that y'all did with the what did I have in here? With the drone. The drone footage was really cool. Yeah, I watched that one. That was cool, guys. In fact, I've got to get a drone. We need a drone.
No, we need different luggage before we get a drone.
Well, Lori, I try to. Here's the thing. I wish my editing skills were. I wish I was a little more creative of an editor. I've gotten the editing thing down. I can pump out one of our vlogs in about 2 hours. It takes me about 2 hours to do one because I have once I get one done, I can literally copy some of the aspects of it to the next vlog, and so I don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. So it doesn't take as long to do it. I just wish I could. I don't know. I watch some of you guys, and then one that I really envy is how funny he is Beach Please, I guess it is. I'm like,
Mike.
yeah, Mike and Betsy, how funny they are. I'm like, why can't I come up with funny stuff like that? Those guys are.
Well, another thing is you got material from so many multiple devices. You got cell phone, you got the pocket, you got the camera.
Can I just tell you, Laura, I watched the video of Hannah visiting the K-pop store near Atlanta, and I did not understand it. First off, being an old fogey, I didn't know what K-pop was, but I was like, but I watched the whole thing because I was intrigued by it. But I was like, wow, what is K-pop? And so I watched her purchase all that stuff, and for her friends that she worked with and all that, I didn't even know K-pop was a thing. But I can understand that if there's that many people that like the K-pop thing, why that was a big video for you guys. I've never seen a K-pop store. That was interesting, really, seriously. Oh, y'all lost it into the river. Oh, I would cry. That's why I would, like you guys, I would buy the. If we're going to get one, I'm going to get the Mavic Mini, just because buying the really expensive one, I would die. I would die. I was nervous holding the Pocket Mini this time over the edge. I felt like I'm going to drop this thing. And I was like, it's $150. If I lose it, it's not the end of the world.
Oh, CJ was gonna die when I held my phone over the.
Oh, he was
grill.
complaining about you holding the phone.
He
over
was
the
about to have a heart attack. He's like, if you drop your phone, it's done. We got to start over. Because my phone holds my ID and my credit card. And he's like, we got to start over. You won't be able to get off the boat.
Mike and Betsy are creative. The things that they put in there are funny to me, and I'm like, yes, they're great.
Hello, CME Traveling. Thank you for being here. Thank you for talking.
Thank you. I wear this every day. This is my normal hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, glad to have y'all aboard. I watched your video today. That's the Lighthouse Light Show. I was blown away. First off, let me tell you, I am a lighting geek. At church, first off, at our church, I was the lighting designer for our new sanctuary. So I set up the trussing, hung the trussing, installed the lighting, programmed the lighting board, and all that. So when it comes to seeing all that stuff, I'm a geek. I'm the piano player for the worship team and sing some of the songs and all that. But besides that, I would much rather be behind the light board. So when I saw that from that lighthouse, I'm like, that stuff is cool. So any of you guys that haven't checked out CME's vlog that they premiered today, go check it out, because that light show from the lighthouse. Now, my question to you guys is that strictly MSC's island that they go to? Do they? I think they said that in the vlog. I probably shouldn't say that. I can't say. I was paying attention as much as I could. I can't say why I wasn't completely paying attention.
Really?
I have no idea why.
Let's just say.
Says the man who can't stand watching a commercial, so he'll flip channels.
No. They released it at 4:00. So we'll just leave it at that.
He was busy making dinner.
Yeah, that's it, Gary.
I got you. Listen, those of y'all that watch this every week will be happy to know that I stayed up until like 11:30 every night.
I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what her problem, if she was on acid or something, or what was keeping her up. But yeah.
But now that I'm back to my normal bedtime.
Yes, she is.
Shane, let me show you. I'm gonna blow this up today. I'm glad you asked, because this is so depressing right now. As cruise vloggers, I probably shouldn't show you this, but I sent this to my beautiful bride next to me today in a text message and told her, is it not gonna focus?
There you go.
That. I sent her that today, and I said, this is so sad right now. We don't have a cruise booked right now. The reason why we don't have a cruise booked, mainly,
Is the elf one wearing the elf hat?
is because this one dancing with the elf dancing next to us is getting married in May, so we kind of put everything on hold until we know for sure what she's going to do with her wedding. She says that she's not doing a big wedding. We shall see.
It's a little late to have a big wedding.
Oh, no. I told your mother when we got married that I told her
Planet, I'll
in
be there.
September to plan it, and I would be there, and we got married October the 9th, and we still had this somewhat of a wedding. So JNS said, wow, really, Kara? Yes, she stayed up.
did.
She stayed up late.
We even went to
She
like
struggled.
we went to like the 11:30 show, and
Her package helped.
Andrea, I'm with you. I don't know what it is about the cruise ship. This is our schedule on a cruise ship. All right, we're pulling the curtain back. We probably shouldn't even tell you this.
you'll see it in one of the vlogs where I tell y'all.
We shouldn't tell you this, but here's the deal. I get up early. I still get up early. I don't sleep late. I can't sleep late. So she gets mad. This one over here. She gets mad at me because I'm still up at 6:30 on the cruise
No,
ship.
you were up before 6.
Okay, so 5:30 or 6. I'm up. So I get up and I'm going out and I'm going to get some footage to put in the vlog, to open up the vlogs with, or what have you. So I go out and then I come back, and then we're going to get breakfast as soon as they open the breakfast, whether it's 7 or 7:30. And then we're going to go do a little something, whatever. And then at some point between the hours of 9 and 11, it's nap time.
I can't hold my eyes open.
So we're
I'm just sitting there.
So that's pre-lunch nap. So it's an hour nap or so, and then we're gonna do lunch, and then we're gonna do trivia, or depending.
And just sit there
That's
with
if it's
trivia and get sleepy.
that's if it's a sea day. If it's a port day, we're gonna have breakfast, and then we're gonna go to shore, and then we're gonna spend an hour or two, and then we're gonna come back, and then we're gonna nap. But here's the things. And then after the lunch, we're gonna go do some trivia or something, and then there's an after lunch nap. So there's at least 2 naps going on sea days, and then. For some reason, Andrew, we're still wanting to be in bed by 9:30. I don't know if it's the rocking of the boat or
It's all that food.
Well, I will say he's saying an hour to 2 hour naps. Mine was more like 3 to 4 hour naps.
Antoinette said, awesome, bestie. Antoinette, don't encourage her.
Don't worry, I'm back to going to bed at 8, so we're good.
Not many 21-year-olds go to bed at 8.
Shane said, congrats. Let's see. Ark said, well, I didn't type that right.
Yes, they
Especially
are the
when
best.
the boat is rocking.
Naps are the best on cruise.
Y'all, this is seriously, I got up from one nap.
If y'all will pay attention closely to the vlogs, you'll see somebody's CPAP
Y'all,
mark.
I woke up ready to get on. Thought I was late for school. on one of these apps, I was like, "Oh my goodness!" I didn't know where I was. I was like,
Half the time, I think the first night, the first maybe 2 nights, because the second night was formal night, I got dressed up. After that, it was downhill from there. You'll watch it get worse in the vlogs. It just goes. Dad's like, you don't want to get dressed up anymore. I'm like, I just woke up.
"That's the thing. We didn't do, Andrew. We didn't do any
Weird scratchy
excursions. We didn't. We kept. How do I put this? We kept toiling over excursions. I looked at excursion after excursion. I looked at carnival excursions. I looked at on Cruise Mapper at excursions, and then we pulled into Ocho Rios and it was raining. And I was like, well, I'm glad we didn't purchase an excursion. I guess we could have got a refund on it or what have you. And then it kind of stopped raining. I was like, should we go ahead and purchase one? And we didn't. And so we just kind of went into town. But I'm like this. At this point, I'm like,
I'm okay with not booking an excursion, seeing what I need to see, and then getting back on my boat.
Yeah, Kara and CJ are talking about taking a honeymoon cruise, and they're talking about not even getting off the ship. And they're going to, you're looking at going to Half Moon Key.
Because we like the boat without anybody on there.
hey, Marcia Bryant, have we said hello to you? If not, you get
Hello. Welcome.
hello. Did we say hello to Marcia
Yes,
already?
we did. We said
Well,
hello.
I'm giving her.
CME traveling.
Hello.
Oh,
Welcome.
that's Marcia.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Marcia. I'm giving you another one.
He doesn't have his glasses on.
I said hello to see me. I didn't equate the two, but I know it's Kurt and Marcia, so never mind. I'm sorry, Marcia. Forgive me.
I agree with Arc Adventures. I'm not looking forward to January 3rd
Kurt-
having to
Kurt-
go back to work.
Kurt, yeah, I know it's you and Marcia, and I wasn't. It's probably what's in my cup. But
It's that sweet, unsweet tea.
it's this unsweet tea. I'm sorry. I've been watching y'all. I know y'all. I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, seeing me traveling, you have me wanting to do a MSC cruise for sure.
I literally just responded to them.
Dad's behind.
I'm behind, and I'm determined to put every comment on the screen tonight. Leave me alone.
Dad will make a smart comment to me every time I walk out of my room in the morning and be like, "That's what you're wearing today?"
Marcia, you subscribe to that? Well, we appreciate that. Help get the numbers up. That's we good. That's so funny.
Oh,
There are times that we do this, I realize we have no business doing what we're doing. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that we're almost at an hour. So let me just say this before we run out of an hour, because I'm determined to not go past an hour. And this year has been unbelievable for us. We started out at the beginning of the year. We honestly didn't think that. We didn't think we'd get to go on any cruise at all. And the fact that we did 3 cruises, we talked about it on this cruise. If you'd have told us that.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool. Laurie, I don't know if you saw this. I'm digressing for a second from my diatribe here. But we rode the whole way to Miami with her looking at her phone.
They
going,
were like,
I don't know if I'm going to pass my math
they were like,
class.
"You're not allowed to look. You're not allowed
And we're
to
like,
look."
do not look, because if you failed it, it's going to be a miserable cruise. And she was determined to look. And,
yes, she was.
and finally, we found out that she passed.
And then I
it was
found out I passed
it was
the
a great-
class in Jamaica.
I'm with you. It amazes us all the time, guys. Yes.
But those people will be lucky to have you because it takes.
I hit the wrong button. What did I do? I don't know what I did.
I don't know what you did. You have too many options.
I do. All right. So, thank you, Shane.
You can go
This
ahead and
is-
say, Shane, we funny.
Laura, it was hit or miss.
It was real
It
close.
was-
It was real. I mean, when I say I passed by 1 point.
So Cheryl said congrats. But
Thank
anyway, before we run out of time, guys, we didn't think we'd even get to cruise this year. And when we started out this year, our channel was really at nothing. Back at the 1st of August, we had somewhere around 60 subscribers, or a few, and the fact that we're pushing upwards of almost 400 subscribers right now, which is not, it's not, it's not 1,000 subscribers, but we're very grateful for what we've got right now. We're blown away by the support. And the fact that anybody wants to watch anything we put out is just, it humbles us. The fact that you guys are our friends, it humbles us. And so we're just very thankful. So anyway, it has been a great year. We're very appreciative of you guys. The fact that every Tuesday night we can get on here, fire this thing up, and you guys are in the chat.
And you hang out with us.
It's just awesome, because we remember not so long ago when we would open up YouTube and Felicia and I would sit here for 30 minutes or 45 minutes or ever how long we would have news articles, we'd have all this stuff, and nobody would ever show up. So
And it would be a long 30
it would be a
minutes.
very long time. So we're thankful, we're appreciative, and so anyway, that's all I'm going to say to that. So don't forget the reason for the season. We make no bones about the fact that where our faith lies. We don't preach to people, but don't forget that it's not about the hats. It's not about the little fat dude over here or this little elf dude. It's about the fact that Christ came and came in flesh, little baby in a manger, and ultimately died for all of our sins. So, hey guys, we're running out of time.
Are we gonna be live next week?
We will do our very best to be live next week. So I will try to schedule that, provided nothing happens between
I
now and
won't
then.
be here.
Yeah.
You're not going to be here?
No, she's house sitting.
Oh, she's house sitting. So it might just be me and
Yeah,
me
just you.
and the lovely over here.
So I'll see y'all next year.
So she said she'll see. Hey Tom, you made it in just at the nick of time as we're getting off. But we hope and pray that you guys have a safe and happy Merry Christmas. And guys, when we say we love you, it's not lip service. We honestly mean it. So
And we are looking forward to joining other live streams this week.
yep. So we will try to join as many as we can. And so anyway, y'all got me off here before I teared up too much. We love you guys. I'm going to end it here. We love you. Look for more streams. Yes, I'll use this to. So anyway, we will see y'all very soon. We love you. We appreciate you. Look for our vlogs coming out, provided that I can get on there and edit them. So hey guys, we love you. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.